Welcome back, guys. This is an update to VIN 6390639, which is originally I did on episode 135. So if you go back a couple weeks, that's where I did this. This is a car that was at a wholesale dealer auction, Manheim in Southern California, and it was originally scheduled to run in early January. It was scheduled in December to run in January of 2026, and they pulled it. Well, it wasn't detailed, it had some damage, things like that. So it looks like they had it detailed and they took better photos of it before they ran it again. And so it looks like they didn't repair any of the damage, and they actually, once it was cleaned up, you can see that there's even a little more damage. So the additional damage that we can see in the photos, there's a crease on the driver's door, as well as some damage on the driver's front fender. We already knew about the damage on the front bumper and the front grille. The carbon fiber piece is damaged, as well as the grille surround. The center console is broken. And so it's, you know, things that you typically see at wholesale when they're traded in. Dealers don't typically put any money into reconditioning them. That's whoever buys it, that's their job. So this car ended up selling at Manheim for a little over $32,000. So they're probably in it like $34,000 with fees. You heard me talk about in the episode 135 when we talked about what this car should retail for. And I said the retail on this car is probably $38,000 or so. And when you see it for sale, it's probably gonna start with a 4. Well, guess what? Here it is, and it starts with a 4 with $2 more thousand on top of it. So $42,000 with 114,000 miles with all of this damage that it has. And it is a 2-owner, 1-accident car. It had an accident to the front of it in 2018. Carfax shows it as a damage incident. AutoCheck shows it as an accident to the front. With the better photos, as I said, it has damage on the door. The steering wheel leather is peeling, which is common to see as these cars get higher mileage. And you can either replace that, or a lot of people just get an aftermarket steering wheel because they're a little bit cheaper, thicker, they have carbon fiber on them, they look cooler. Personal preference there. But the bumper's damaged, there's curb rash, the grille surround, there still may be a bent hood, and I talked about that in that other video. If you look closely where the hood and the fenders meet on both sides, but specifically on the driver's side, it seems to be worse, but you can see that there's like a gap there. And so it's, you know, maybe somebody shut the hood with something sitting on the engine or on the shock tower and it bent the hood. But to me, it looks like the hood is bent. But they're using the original photos from the auction. And I would assume maybe it's in transit or something like that. This was for sale in Southern California and it went to Oregon. So you had to pay transport all the way up the West Coast. So the dealer with no other recon, the dealer is probably in this car in the area of like $35,000, I would assume. So they're looking for like $7,000 profit with no recon. This car needs a lot of recon if you want it to look proper and nice, but let's talk about prices. The front carbon fiber piece, $11,000 or $12,000. The grille surround, $700. The center console, $400. If you're gonna replace the front bumper cover, that's a couple $100 plus paint, plus labor, everything else. You can see how it adds up quickly. Refinish 4 wheels at $150 a piece. There's a lot that, as far as recon goes. However, this car, where they bought this at $32,000, $33,000, that's a pretty solid number for the mileage. And you know, with a clean retail on this car being like 38, you know, that's kind of where this car really should have been. And this car has issues. It needs some money put into it. But you have the other things like the valley plate, the lack of maintenance on this car. There's a lot that this car would need. So if you buy this car at $42,000, you're really gonna be in it closer to like $52,000 because of what it needs. And so for me, I think I would still be out. If this car was listed for in the mid-30s, that would be a good place for this. But I think that at $42,000, it's still priced way too high. And I just think that the selling dealer, they just paid a lot for it, and they obviously don't specialize in these cars or anything like that. So you have to really know what you can look for. Otherwise, these cars can, you know, it's a gotcha. And so this appears to be one of those where you're gonna have to put in a whole lot more money if you buy this car at what they're asking. So anyway, I hope that helps somebody. This is an update for VIN 639, episode 135. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you soon.